Hey family, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious lemon garlic lamb chops. It's going to be paired with a fantastic sauce, and the whole recipe comes together super quick and easy. But before we get into that, please take a quick second to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. Alright, roomie, meet me in the kitchen. First things first, we have to clean our meat, and I do that by pouring water into a bowl as you just saw, and I'm going to add the frozen lamb chops. That's some octopus that I'm going to use in a little later video. I'm going to go ahead and add some vinegar right here. You can use any kind of vinegar. And I'm also going to follow that with some salt. There's actually no measurements when it comes to that. You just put enough, I guess, because I really want to get that gaming taste out. I know it ain't gonna be out all the way, but you know. This is what it looks like after it's been soaking for about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And we're gonna take a look at these ingredients right here. I have 6 cleaned, kind of beautiful lamb chops. To me, they look small compared to what I'm used to purchasing. Fresh is always better, but shout out to Wild Fork for delivering these bad boys to my door. You need plenty of garlic for this recipe, some fresh rosemary, lemon, parsley, some shallots. It's not shown in a picture, but you'll see it later. Plenty of that Kerrygold butter, which is also not shown. We're going to go ahead and add some garlic oil to it. That's just to coat the meat so that the seasoning can adhere to it. We're going to add some all-purpose seasoning, which is going to be shown right here. You can add whatever kind you have. And after that all-purpose seasoning, put a generous amount because this is actually going to sit. We're adding some all-purpose, like I just said. We're going to follow that with some lemon pepper seasoning right there. Put a generous amount. This is going to be really good, y'all. I don't know if you guys have ever had lamb chops before, but if you try this recipe right here and you put a bunch of lemon juice and garlic and you actually marinate it for a couple of days, it tastes really good. Now I'm going to add some chili powder. I'm not going to put too much. As you guys know, my sister-in-law does not like that too much, but you're going to add some chili powder. I squeeze that lemon in there. I put a good amount. You're going to put that in there. Where's my chili powder? I know I added some chili powder, y'all. I had to do a voiceover because my background was so loud. So it wouldn't have worked if I would have just did the recording myself. There go the chili powder. I added the chili powder. So far we have all-purpose seasoning, lemon pepper seasoning, some lemon juice, some chili powder. And we're going to give that a mix. Before I add the garlic, I just want to make sure that everything is evenly distributed on the lamb chops, nice and coated. Make sure you get all the fat areas, the caps, all of it, even the bone. Mix it up very well. And then I'm going to show you my handy dandy chopper that I got from Amazon. If you guys would like to know the link, just let me know or comment down in the comment section. I'll go ahead and show you. But this bad boy chops it up really nice. Like, it's not just for garlic. You could put whatever in it and it does its job. So I'm just cleaning the top off and I'm adding some garlic. I'm going to put way more than that. I'm going to add the garlic in. Where are all my garlic lovers? I love garlic. And this is going to be so good. I know some people are not a fan of lamb, but if you try this recipe, you will not go wrong. I promise you. We're adding some parsley, just rough chop it. And then I'm going to add some rosemary. As you can see, you can get all of this in the produce section at your store. Fresh is always better. If you have dry parsley, you can add that. If you have dried rosemary, you can, add that as well. But fresh is always better. I'm giving that a good mix, making sure everything is coated. Like I said, I marinated this for 2 days so that the meat does not taste so gamey and you get that full garlic and lemon flavor. That's how we're looking after we're all seasoned up. I'm going to place the meat in a Ziploc bag and I'm going to put it in the bottom section of my refrigerator where it can stay cool. And as I said, it's going to be in there for 2 days. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in just a sec. Just putting it all in a Ziploc bag. Guys, if you're new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate it. And if you are new here, always remember that at Tipsy Eats, we always have room here. You're always welcome. You can always share your thoughts, your ideas. And while I'm doing my recipes, I typically talk about my work day and things that's going on in the news. I'm going to take the air out of that bag. I'm going to seal it up and it's going to be in the fridge. You always want to keep in mind that first thing first, it is very important to allow your meat to come up to room temperature before you cook it. Not necessarily all the way up to room temperature. You just don't want to cook it when it's ice cold. So 15 minutes out on the counter is perfect. So what we're doing here, we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. That's what, maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons. And we're going to bring that up to temperature. I believe the stove was on 7, maybe 8. And we're taking chops out the bag. It is so full of garlic. The aroma, and it's not even cooked, smells so fragrant. We're going to put the chops on the oil. Put in a frying pan. Guys, if you have a cast iron pan, which I had a cast iron pan. Matter of fact, I had a few cast iron pans, but that's a long story. So when I moved to my new place, I didn't bring any with me. But if you guys have a cast iron pan, please use that so you get some nice grill marks. Even though this is going to look bomb anyway. For some reason, I lost that clip as I was flipping it over, but you want to cook that for about 8 minutes on each side while you keep flipping it. The meat is not too thick, so it doesn't really take long to cook. And it also depends how you like your meat. But I usually go for 8 minutes on each side, flipping it constantly or whatnot. That marinade in that bag, we're not going to throw that away. We're going to use that later. Like I said, I lost that clip of me flipping it over. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like afterwards. Now we are going to put a sauce over that pork chop. As you see, I have some Kerrygold butter. I'm going to put that to a small dish or a bowl. I'm going to add some garlic paste, as you will see here. And I'm going to add the same spices that I add to the lamb chops into that butter mixture. And I'm going to give it a nice whip, and I'm going to set that to the side. Once the chops are done cooking, I'm going to baste that butter mixture on the chops. So you see that bowl here, and I'm going to put some garlic and that same seasoning that I had added on the chops. So after it's done frying up and it's at the consistency that you like, this is what it's going to look like. Guys, this looks so good. and it tastes so delicious. If you never had lamb chops, try this recipe first. Try this one first. All I did here was pour that extra grease out, and I kept all the good stuff on the bottom of the pan because I'm going to deglaze it with some white wine, cooking wine, but you could use some white Chardonnay or whatever, but I just have dry white wine, which is what I'm going to use. So to start off with that, I'm going to put some of that garlic infused olive oil in the pan. I'm going to add some shallots and garlic chopped up in my favorite mixer or chopper, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to give that a quick mix. I'm going to add the rest of that Kerrygold butter because you see I only had added half in that bowl. The other half I'm going to add it on here, in here. The aroma, it smells so good, y'all. Y'all got to try this recipe. Y'all got to try it. My ex-boyfriend is not a fan of lamb. But when I used to make it for him, he used to clean it to the bone. That's this specific recipe. I used to make it for him all the time. It is so good. I actually paired this with this pasta, which if you guys want to see that recipe, it will be in another video. But this asparagus creamy pasta dish I made, I paired it with that. Oh my god, it's so good. Here's the white wine I'm adding on here. And guys, if you ask me why do I talk about my ex-boyfriend or my past relationship, that's all I knew. So if you don't like it, go somewhere else, because that's all I could talk about. When it came down to cooking, that was the person that I loved catering to. That was the person that I loved cooking for and pretty much making his day after coming home from a long day at work. So I'm adding some lemon juice. After you want to cook this down a little bit, but I'm adding some lemon juice, and I'm also going to use this same sauce to coat the lamb chops. So that butter mixture that I had made earlier, doing with the butter and the chopped and pureed garlic, I'm just going to add this on here. You want to do this while it's hot so that way it will melt evenly. Not necessarily evenly, but it will melt evenly. So you want to add that on there. Guys, it was another piece somewhere. I don't know where, but I had to put it to the side and give it a taste. And it tasted so good. Yeah. If I had to pick pork chops or lamb chops, I would definitely go for this one. But I would get a much thicker meat. Oh, there go that piece of meat right there. I had pulled that to the side and I tore that joker up. But we're going to put that on there. Guys, I hope you guys try this recipe because it is so good. Give this video a like. Share it. Let them know that I'm here. I'm cooking. This is what it looks like after I poured that white wine. Ooh, man. That white wine juice in it. Thank you guys for watching. Here's that pasta that I made. If you want to know how I made that, let me know. See you guys later, guys.